Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, December 26th, and I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. And as we head towards the new year, we're going to expect a lot of frigid temperatures this week, lots of lake effect snow. Inland, not so much, but we do have a couple of upper level systems that will be coming through, especially later this week, and that should provide even some snow for some of the inland areas. Other than flurries and maybe a couple of snow showers, we could see maybe an inch or a couple of inches of snow late this week into the weekend. Again, very cold temperatures will continue all week long with highs in the single digits and teens, with lows in the single digits down to possibly well below zero. And if we look at the conditions around the area this morning, you can see down to 6 degrees below zero over here at Clarksville, 2 below at Marlette, and temperatures flirting with the zero mark and even below zero, Lansing up into the Breckenridge, Middleton area. Couple stations anyways having a little bit of problems with, but hopefully we'll have those fixed here later this morning. And you can see our normal high for the day is at 30, the normal low at 16, so well below normal. And we've got about 4 inches of snow on the ground here in Breckenridge. It gives us a total of 14.5 inches after we picked up about an inch and a half of snow here over the last couple of days. If we look at the snowfall again, 14.2 inches of snow so far for the month of December, well above the normal for the entire month. So we're off to a pretty snowy December, and I think we'll add at least a little bit to that. And again, this is a spreadsheet that you can get on the website here for the Breckenridge area, and we track that snow all year long. And you can see on radar this morning mainly some lake effect feeder bands coming off the southern portions of Lake Michigan and up here in northwest lower Michigan. Again, where there's some winter storm warnings, these will all be, I think, downgraded here over the next few hours. Winter weather advisories up and down the western portions of lower Michigan. Again, we expect those to expire. And for the most part, we're not going to see a lot of lake effect snow until we get towards later this week. And then we should see quite an uptick in that here as we get into late Wednesday, but especially for Thursday right into the weekend. As far as the weather map, this will be the Thursday map. Again, between now and then, just some lake effect, snow showers and snow flurries. But then our next larger pattern of snow will be moving in from the west as low pressure and some upper waves move through the area with a very bitter cold air coming across the Great Lakes. And we'll have better mid-level moisture, and that's going to provide, I think, for a better lake-enhanced type snow situation to set up across much of the Great Lakes. If we look at the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks, you can see we're going to continue to be very cold across much of the eastern U.S., but there is some good news if you want some warmer temperatures. Perhaps as we get into about the second week of January, we could have a very significant January thaw, but again, that's kind of debatable. We'll wait till we get a little bit closer to that, but there are some indications that will warm up, and we'll show you kind of why we expect that may happen. And over the next 6 to 10, you can see they flopped across the precipitation portion of the forecast being below normal precipitation. Again, not so much if you're in the Great Lakes where the lake effect would be going strong. And if we look at the latest Southern Oscillation Index, you can see really since about the 11th of December, we've had a pretty good crash against the 30-day base date, and you can see those numbers have really dropped down, and we expect that we're going to see a flip as we go positive, and that could be the sign of some warmer air that may move in about 10 to 15 days. But until then, it's going to be very cold out there. As far as precipitation here, over the next 10 days rather, you can see not a lot of precipitation in the inland areas. And you can see the lake effect as it travels along the I-94 corridor down towards Ann Arbor. That area always seems to pick up a little bit more in the way of lake effect. But again, for the mid-Michigan area, again, not a whole lot of precipitation. But if you're talking 0.2 of an inch at 20 to 30 to 1 snowfall ratios, that would still be about 3 to 6 inches of snow over the next 10 days. And again, we expect those to come in maybe 1 to 2 inch types as each of these upper waves move through later on this week. So we should see an increase in our snow depth here across all the Great Lakes. But boy, look at all the lake effect snow on the lee of the Great Lakes. Again, lots of snowfall, and you can see the snowfall map over the next 72 hours. Much of it across southeast or southwest lower Michigan, northwest lower Michigan, along Lake Superior, and lots of snow as you get down towards the snowbelt areas of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, where up to 2 to 4 feet of snow will have fallen here over the next few days. As far as the next 10 days, you can see inland areas about 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. Again, very heavy snow along the snowbelt areas of Lake Michigan and Lake Superior, as well as Lake Erie and Ontario as well. As far as weather watch this morning, you can see the big story is going to be the frigid temperatures, a large area of wind chill advisories where temperatures and wind chills could be down to 10 to minus 30 degrees below zero. And look at the wind chill warnings up across Minnesota back into the Dakotas, where they could see temperatures between 25 and 50 degrees below zero. And with all that cold air and some little bit of moisture, not a lot, you can see the winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings. And again, I think these will drop here during the next hour or two as we get towards 7 o'clock when they should expire. And again, even wind chill advisories over here in the thumb area as well, and across much of the Ohio Valley. Very cold temperatures, and that's going to be the case all week long. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.